tough competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the debacle of the game between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. We also talk about the world champion Washington Nationals and their series. And we talk about the upcoming game against the Bills. This and much, much more live with Aaron and John. Yo. What's up, John?
Woo!
Excellent!
What's up, Aaron?
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 478, where we'll probably actually talk about your world champion Washington Nationals more than the Redskins for the first time in our 478 episode history. You know why?
You know
Because
why?
the Nationals are the antithesis of the Redskins right now. But we'll talk about the Redskins, too.
Man, they're the antithesis.
First of all, we'd like to give our official Harry Hawk Football congratulations to the Washington Nationals.
2019 World Series champions. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
It was pretty amazing. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I stayed up and watched the entire Game 7. I got 3 hours of sleep before going to work.
That's saying a lot.
That is
I
saying
stayed
a lot.
up and watched the entire game, and then I watched the entire coverage of the
Oh, yeah.
partying on FS1.
I stayed up for at least another hour.
Mm-hmm. I just knew I wouldn't be able to sleep after that. So
Yeah, pretty much. What a
Dude,
great,
what about-
great series.
What a great game. Just to discuss Game 7 very briefly. E.T., Grinky, who we call E.T., pitched an amazing game for the Astros. And the Astros, I don't know if you guys know this or not,
Used to
but
be in the
apparently they
National League.
rely very heavily on statistics and advanced statistics for when people should come in and out of games and
Moneyball.
shifts and all that junk. Sometimes you just got to go with the feel, dudes.
Sometimes you got to be like, this guy got it. All right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Greinke
That's
had
what
it,
you got to do.
and they
Greinke
pulled
had it, and they pulled him right out of the game. And Aaron and I, we were like texting back and forth on the phone, and both of us like, all right.
No, before that, though, we were like, our only chance is if we can knock Greinke out of this game. And then Rendon picked that home run, and we're like, did that knock him out of the game? And then
And they
the
walked that guy right afterwards, and they were
Yeah.
like, that's it. We got to pull this guy out now.
their manager pulled him out. I would have left him in.
Dude,
And John
that's
knows
exactly
I'm
why they traded for him in July at the trade deadline for games such as that. Why do you pull him out as soon as he has like a little wobble?
Yeah, and you know that I'm always the first to say pull a pitcher when he doesn't have it. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah, you are.
And I was like, why did they pull him out after he's destroyed us? He's like the third time through the lineup. He only has 80 pitches. They pull him out, and then this Will Harris dude comes in and like in 2 batters undoes everything. No, 1 batter, right? No, he got an out first, right? Eaton got out.
I think it was Eaton got out.
Is that right? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. They won.
Anyway.
Only thing I could think is that they were like, well, it's the third time through. Greinke, this is that's always when pitchers really kind of give up stuff. So I understand, but
why didn't they put him? But then they had that Garrett Cole dude. Did you see about him after the game? Anyway, they had that Garrett Cole guy who they said was going to come in.
right.
or-
They said they
or
come in
they're-
if they were winning.
Oh, okay. Or Azuna,
The wife beater,
the wife beater,
allegedly.
who the Astros referred to as their distressed asset.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he was
Um,
dressed when we were tacking on 2 more runs to him.
But they went with that Will Harris dude. It was like, okay.
Apparently, he was really good, but every time he came in against us, we whooped his tail.
Yeah, but anyway, what an amazing series. I got kind of tired of hearing Joe Buck because I basically listened to him for, was it a week straight? Maybe 1 day off?
Yep.
Between that and the Redskins game? but crazy. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's get to the Redskins.
So we
Let's
lost
see.
against the Vikings.
Let's start off with the loss against the Vikings. On the positive notes, I thought the defensive line played pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well.
They're improving.
They're getting there. I don't know when Case Keenum got his concussion, but apparently he's Haskins is starting today against Buffalo. Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm happy to see how that goes with a week to plan for him to come in. I don't think he's going to be awesome, but he needs to play if he's going to get better.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly.
Dude, people are already calling Haskins a bust, and he's played like 2 quarters. I'm like...
3 quarters. 3 quarters.
Sorry, 3 quarters. I'm
Total.
like, dude, he only played 1 year in college. He showed that he had talent. You got to give him time. And this, on a lost season like this is the perfect opportunity to give him time.
See, this is where I say to people, you were saying all these people were saying he's a bust. No, a bunch of people who are on Twitter are saying that he's a bust. Normal reporters, people that work for the news and things like that, are not saying he's a bust. Dumbasses who are on Twitter, like you and me, are saying he's a bust right away. That's not like normal people. That's just dumbasses.
It's like a little subset that people think is indicative of the entire nation. And we
as
saw
you know,
how that happened.
And as you know, because you took a statistics class, which is one of the hardest words to say in the English language. Statistics. You can use your statistics to back up anything. So
depends on how you want to spin it.
Yeah.
Anyway, some people on Twitter, let me rephrase the statement.
Yeah.
We're saying that he was a bust after 3 quarters. If you feel that way, you are pretty much an idiot because he needs time to develop.
If you feel that way, then you are a Cowboys fan.
Peyton Manning.
That's exactly what Cowboys fans will say. Oh, man, this guy sucks. Man, this guy sucks.
Peyton Manning had horrible statistics in his first season.
Dude, what's his face? Guy was the coach. Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman went 1-15 his first year. He was terrible. The only team he beat was us. And that was it. And he's in the Hall of Fame. Peyton Manning's in the Hall of Fame.
It's in this time of instant gratification that we're living in. Like
everyone gets a trophy.
It used to be if you needed, for example, wanted to watch a movie, you had to drive to the store, rent it.
The Blockbuster.
Well, let's go back before that. It used to be if you wanted to see a movie, you had to catch it when it was in the theater.
True.
Or wait years for it to come on television. Then it went to going to the store and renting a movie and watching it on your video cassette. Then it went to movies by mail. It got a little more convenient with Netflix. I bet a lot of people don't even remember when they started out just mailing you movies. Then it went to instant download, right?
Yep.
Or instant stream. And now it's instant stream of entire seasons of TV shows at once, not waiting a week for another one. So in this world of
it's not even right from your TV. It's like right to your tablet.
Yeah. So instant gratification of people think that, what's the word? Translates into the real world where people have to actually take time to develop their skills. It's not going to happen, dudes. Get over it. Get over it.
Well, we'll see how he does today since he's finally starting. Just another step towards the future, the 10 years down the road future, or whatever it is since the RG3 fiasco. Was it 7 years so far?
But we're never going to recover with Bruce Allen. I got to say it. He's got to admit
everyone
that there's a problem. He has to admit there's a problem.
I think Dan Snyder's gotten himself down the little good old boys hole so badly that he's like, if I fire this guy, I'm never going to get my stadium in D.C.
I don't know. That's
an old school Virginia family right there.
He's never going to have people go to his games in D.C.
Yeah, he's not the only one, though. I mean, that's happening to a lot of teams. But, yeah, I hear you. I hear you 100%. We're still there. The Dolphins and the Bengals are still worse than us. Neither one have won a game at all.
Really?
Yep. So right now we have the 3rd draft pick, maybe even higher. I don't know. I'm sure there's other 1 and I don't know, 7 or 8 teams.
Speaking of 3rd draft pick,
Hmm.
have you seen this Hoss defensive lineman guy from Ohio State? I don't watch that much college football, but I saw like pictures of him, and he looks like a giant next to people. I don't remember his name.
If it's at Ohio State, that's saying something because it's not like
Yeah.
some guy from Elon where there's like one guy who's like way bigger than everybody else. You're like, what? That guy's pretty good. If you
Yeah, I
see
don't
it say
remember
that
that.
at like Ohio State or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to look for him.
Anyway, so I look. All right, so let's. All right, do we want to say? Let's talk a little bit more about the game. I didn't notice Josh Norman get burned in this game for some reason.
He didn't start.
Did he play?
Yeah, he played and he got burned.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember that?
No,
Because
it
we
was
were just like Josh wasn't he in, and we were just like, who's going to get? Oh man, Josh Norman's coming in. He's going to get burnt.
Josh Norman, dude. All right, one reason I don't remember it is because I was so in baseball mode for the first time in my life. I was
Yeah.
paying much more attention to baseball than a side note of watching the Redskins game. For the first time ever. That shows how far this team has dropped, right?
Yeah.
I mean, before I'd be interested to know up until this year, if you would have asked me it's going to be World Series Game 3 with the Nationals or the Redskins playing anyone, which game would you watch if they were on at the same time? And I've been like Redskins, and then I'll click in on commercials and see who's winning in the World Series. This year, I don't know if I would have said that if they would have been playing at the same time.
Yeah, we were really lucky that it ended up on the off night between cities.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Not that
anyway,
it was just a bad night watching the game though.
but the defense did hold it close. We had a chance there, and Haskins threw a poor interception. I remember that one.
Yeah.
No, was it a fumble? Interception. No, AP fumbled. Dude, I can't even remember.
AP fumbled it.
Sorry, AP fumbled it.
No, wait, no, in this last game?
Yeah. Dude, I can't remember.
You're talking about the game before.
Oh, we're doing podcasts
Again.
of things that we can't remember.
No, you can't remember.
You tell me, what was the reason? We had a chance to come up there when we were
Because
down.
we lost. Because we lost. Dwayne Haskins came in the second half and he sucked.
Okay.
That's why everyone was just like, oh, this Dwayne Haskins guy sucks. He's been in for 3 quarters. He's terrible.
I know he sucked, but there was a time during that game where we were driving or had a chance and we were in their zone and we fumbled or threw an interception. I don't even remember. No one cares.
Must come together as one.
All right, let's talk about
The Redskins dying. Oh, speaking of dying, Trent Williams came back. Guess what? He had cancer.
yeah.
How about
I was
that?
going to bring that up.
How
Let's
about
talk
that?
Yeah, he dropped some bombshells. He came back right before the trade deadline.
Man.
Reported, apparently passed his physical,
Oh, right
and then
after the trade deadline.
well, they say he arrived right before. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He's there. Apparently, he passed his physical, but couldn't find a helmet that fit him comfortably enough because apparently he had cancer and they had to cut it off of his head, and that removed over 30% of his scalp. So now they can't find a helmet. It's still not clear. I guess reporters are saying he doesn't want to play, but then why
Of course
is
he
there?
doesn't want to play. Why? He's there so he gets paid, and he gets his year of accrued toward free agency.
Okay, so apparently
course
the Redskins
he's
are
there.
trying. So I guess apparently underlying it all, what the real story is the Redskins are trying to get him on the, is it some list where they don't have to pay him? Non-football injury list, right? Yeah. Where they don't have to pay him because it wasn't an injury related to football. And then he, of course, would probably want to go on IR and get paid, right? Is that what we're
Yeah, of
looking at
course he
here?
does. And I don't blame him one single bit. How hard was it for one person in the Redskins organization to be like, you need to go get a biopsy? Or I don't know, schedule him a biopsy.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Other teams do this. I mean, this goes back to Carlos Rogers when he was with us. He's terrible. He finally left her in free agency, went to the new team. He had more picks in his first year at the new team than he ever had his whole entire time with the Redskins. You know why? Because they checked his eyes like his name was Vaughn from Major League, the movie.
Yeah, it's like, what do the Redskins, as
What are
far
they
as
doing?
screening and physicals, do that's different than other teams where they don't catch these issues? If you have, hey, Doc, I have a giant growth on my head. It'll be all right. Just wipe some dirt on it.
It'd be all right.
Oh, my gosh. I don't know. I mean, it's a mess. I was pretty upset that they didn't try to trade him and get something before the trade deadline.
Yeah, we were really monitoring that for anybody to get traded. They said Josh Owen might get traded. I mean, Josh Owen, no one's going to trade anything.
No one wants him.
He sucks.
He sucks. So they tried to trade him. It was like, they're open to trading Josh Norman. It's like, dude, you got to trade things of value.
Yeah,
if you want something back. That's like me being like, hey, John, I'll sell you my PlayStation 1.
It comes with 2 games, dude. It's awesome.
Dude, you know what I mean? It's like people that think they can sell like old stuff. Dude, I'll sell you my PlayStation 1 for $300. It was like $350 new. It's
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Just it's
all right. What's up, dudes in the chat room? What's up, David Herzing? Pre-gaming at 8 a.m.
What's up?
Dan Welch, DJ Cool Ford. Dan Welch asked, did we hear about how Trent was given Snyder's plane to go to his surgery but had to find his own way home? No, I did not.
I did not hear about that.
I will say that
he said that no one contacted him when he was getting the growth removed, when he went and did it himself without any help from the team. Like, no one from the team like checked on him. And this is all coming from him. This is his. That, you know, the Redskins haven't really said anything despite that. And, you know, he said no one from the Redskins contacted him when he was in the hospital or anything like that.
What I heard from J.P. Finley is that the Redskins are hesitant to comment on any of this because of HIPAA rules, where they're not allowed to speak about an employee's health.
Health that they didn't know anything about.
So they can't. He can basically say whatever he wants, though, and they can't say anything about it because they, you know what I mean? Like, you're allowed to disclose your own health, but no one else can.
Right.
HIPAA. So they've got some joint committee now that's looking into the handling of this situation.
Yeah.
And I believe, according to J.P. Finley, that that's going to come out if they can put him on the non-football injury list so the Redskins can save money, which at this point, as much as your fans are not liking you, Redskins, the best thing to do would just be like to pay them and be like, you know what, we handled it wrong. We apologize. Here's your money for the season, and we'll trade you if you want, or you can stay. You know what I mean? Like,
they did this to LeVar Arrington, and they had something where it was just like, dudes, just pay him to like whatever it was, $2 million or $4 million or whatever it was you were supposed to pay him about that, and quit bothering with it. Now, like, LeVar Arrington hates the Redskins.
It's like, yeah, they're so petty too, right? It's
so
like
petty.
They'll go off and pay $100 million to Albert Hainsworth, and then dudes that have served them for years and years, like Trent Williams or LeVar Arrington, who has actually served the team, they're like squabble over these little for them amounts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, for them, but I mean, it is what it is.
And that's why the stadium's a third full every week.
It sucks from the top down, man.
Anyway, today's game, we're playing the Bills, who are actually pretty good.
All in all, yeah.
You know,
what do you think is going to be the end result of this game, Aaron? What's your precarious prediction on this game?
I'll give 2. I'm going to give my because I don't know how Haskins is going to do. He might, come in with the time to prepare, come in and, hit
He might
Scary
have it.
Terry a few times and get a few breakaways against him.
He hasn't even played a full game yet.
Yeah.
So, come on. Now, if he goes through the rest of the season and he sucks like great big ones like for the rest of the season, then he might be a bust. And he might be. I mean, he looks the part when he's out there. He's a big old it looks like Dan Marino or somebody sitting out there in the pocket. But that doesn't mean he's going to be good in the NFL, but we don't know.
His problem is that he's overthrowing dudes. Can they correct that, the quarterback coach? I mean, I noticed that some with his college footage. You'll remember I called that out back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. This is the perfect time to give him a chance. Our offensive line is not so horrible that someone's getting destroyed on every play. So put him in there. And let him develop his skills, get used to the game, and then we'll see if he's good after he's like used to it. Like, let him play some.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all I got to say. Dan Welch is saying 12-0 Bills. Okay, I haven't given my
12-0. That sounds like a very Bills score.
My prediction is going to be, you ready for this? Just an old school prediction.
12-2.
14-10 Redskins.
Whoa! It's because someone's going to leave their helmet on the sideline and not be able to get in for the first drive.
Well, I think the defense is going to get us the ball on a short field, and we'll get a touchdown. And then they'll give up one touchdown and a field goal.
Yeah.
Probably because our offense fumbles or throws a pick. Probably the pick. Anyway, I thought the thing that disappointed me the most right at the trade deadline is that we didn't trade some people. I was open to them trading anyone. I wouldn't have been upset.
Yeah.
I don't care who they would have traded. We got to build over. We got to start over. You know?
Yeah.
There's no one that good on our team that they would have been off limits to trade, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kerrigan? All right. Scherf? I'll tell you what, Scherf's not going to get that big free agent money he thinks he's going to get in the offseason unless someone wants to, like, break the bank for him. And at that point, we'd just be like, all right, dude, see ya.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's a penalty machine this year.
Dude, what about Donald Penn, though? And Eric Flowers? They've been a pleasant surprise over there, in my opinion.
Yeah, they have been. And like, they have been good enough that I have not missed Trent Williams and his penalty a game penchant that he has.
Yeah. I mean, I love Trent Williams, but
he usually gets a holding call every game. And I mean, you get that with the tackles, but still. I can't say that Penn and Flowers have been any worse than he'd be over there.
Who's better? Who's better? Penn or Morgan Moses?
Penn.
Yeah.
I don't
so
like
if Trent
Morgan
Williams if Trent Williams somehow, and I know it's not going to happen, miraculously played in a couple weeks.
Right.
Would you move Penn over to right tackle?
That's a tough one because Penn has always been a left tackle. I remember with the Raiders. So
okay.
It's kind of a tough thing to do. Maybe if he's comfortable with it. I mean, he's already been retired once. I don't know if you want to be like, hey, old dude, do you want to switch positions at this point?
Yeah. I mean, so I would have traded a bunch of people away, Yeah. Because we do have some promising things possibly brewing in the running back situation with the Bryce Love guy that I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
Our running backs are just always injured. We get like
everyone's running backs are injured nowadays, but
Geis.
ours injured a little bit more than you would have expected.
AP's like the only dude that holds up.
AP's like an exception.
And he even had some knee injuries, don't forget.
The high ankle sprain that made him fumble 2 games ago.
Yeah, but I remember before he came here, didn't he tear his ACL back in the day and he fought back?
Yeah. I mean, he's one of those exception guys that's been able to play for a long time at that position. You don't get those guys very often. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
In this day and age, though, I would never spend high draft picks on running backs anymore.
No.
I mean, people point to Ezekiel Elliott. I still don't think he's that awesome. I think I would have spent more money on my offensive line to make an average back look awesome.
How about Saquon Barkley?
That dude's good.
That guy that guy, of all the people, that all the running backs in the league right now, that guy might be the best running back.
Mm-hmm. I like him. But still, if it was me running the team,
Yeah.
I'd spend my picks on fat offensive line. And I'm not just talking about the 4 or 5 of them. I'm talking about like depth there, so that I would make it so that you could put John Adams as running back, and there'd be like gaping holes for him to run through for at least 5 yards, because the offensive line is just relentless and has depth over paying up for an awesome running back. But that's just me. I mean,
that's kind of the way things go, and that's why people like Barkley are really good, because he can catch and have receptions. He actually goes out as a wide receiver, every game for full plays. So
yeah, 10 years ago, I wouldn't have said that I would have spent higher draft picks on receivers than running backs, but now I would. It's almost like you have to have good receivers, I think.
Yeah, it really is, because it's such a. But when you get the Patriots do this a lot. When it gets into December, they start running the ball a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But in September, they try to throw the ball a lot. So they kind of like, everyone gets worn down during the season and everything. And right at December, when it gets cold and snowy and all that crap, it's like the NFC East used to be back in the 70s and 80s. You just ran the ball all the time because you knew that the stadiums, the weather's going to be terrible.
Yeah. So we need to keep our eye out. They're tearing down RFK Stadium. I want a seat. I saw there's already a website that sells a seat. Sells seats for the stadiums, but there's going to be a lot more, right? No?
I don't know. I can't predict the future, but I wouldn't buy any seats from whoever that person is. I would look to see that there would be somebody who would sell the seats after they started tearing it down, maybe the construction or deconstruction company or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, those seats were like those orange seats. I wouldn't want like the yellow seats.
Yeah, that's true. We need to keep our eye out, though, because I really want a seat for my Redskins room from RFK.
I think there's going to be a lot more out there.
How many people fit in that stadium? 50,000?
Something like that.
So there should be a lot of seats on the market.
There should be, yeah. And again, you don't want to get those orangey, weird-looking seats either. You want like the gold ones or like the burgundy, reddish ones.
Yeah.
I'd want a gold one.
Well, my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. Hopefully Suzanne didn't give me the orange seat, because I mentioned that I wanted a seat. She said she got me something super cool, but if she did, I'll be happy with it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it is from RFK no matter what, if that's what you get.
Okay, let's go. Should we go into our game balls?
Yes.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award is brought to you by nobody.
Nobody watches these games anyway.
All right, go for it.
My game ball goes Kirk Cousins.
He's not on the team anymore.
Because he came back and he beat the team just like everybody else does.
David
the Redskins, then he goes away, and then he comes back and he gets revenge just like everyone else does. Mine goes to Kirk Cousins.
Dude, David Herzing is pulling a me. He's like, I don't even remember who we played last week. So sometimes now that we're old,
a week and a half ago.
Sometimes when we're doing the intro, I'll get into the intro and I'll have to say the game against thee, and I'll have to like think really fast, like wait. Do we play the 49ers? No, the Vikings. All right, my game ball. I don't know, dude. I don't know who I'm giving mine to. The defensive line, probably, because they've been coming stronger. I guess Michael Graff likes the way Matt Ioannidis is playing. So do I. So I'm going to steal Michael Graff's and give it to Ioannidis. I think he had a sack or two.
He was very good in this game. So yeah.
So all right, let's see, in the peanut gallery, who are you guys giving yours to? I guess Michael Graff's giving his to Ioannidis that I stole. David Herzing is just, talking about how long the game was ago.
And right in the middle of all that great World Series run. What a great game.
Yeah, it fell like on the perfect day, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And let's also point out this game added to our woes on night games.
Oh yeah.
So what are we, like 1 in 100 under Bruce Allen? The last one I even remember as winning is the Santana Moss one. I know we've won some since then, but that's what it seems like. No.
We
the
won
night
that
game we were at.
Yeah, we won that RG3 game. Yeah.
David Herzing gives his to Soto.
I give mine to Anthony Rendon.
All right, then I'm giving my Game 7 game ball to Howie Kendrick because that dude was clutch in 2 of those series. Man, he's clutch. I love it. That's what we call it, a clong when you hit it off the fair pole.
It was right off the fence too, so it was like it was because it got so quiet right when it got to it. Like the entire audience in Houston was just like, "Oh!"
They hear the clong and they know they're done.
Clong,
clong, as in World Series champions. Nationals, you guys. Clong. When I saw that go off the bat, I was like, "Please be fair, please be fair, please be fair." Because he sliced it opposite field, and usually those just go foul or don't quite make it. You know,
yeah, like Houston actually had one that was very similar to that went foul.
Clong.
Clong.
The name of this episode is going to be Clong.
Clong.
All right, no one else in the peanut gallery is giving their game balls, so we're going to go ahead and move out to the...
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
This week's Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you by Ridapoo. For all your septic needs, Ridapoo can help you do the do.
Ridapoo can help you.
All right, go ahead.
My kicking the balls. I'm giving my kicking the balls to Case Keenum because I don't think anyone, including myself, still knows when he actually got a concussion.
Case Keenum?
Yeah.
All right.
Anyone know? Because, every time Case Keenum's in the game, we're at least decent. But he keeps getting hurt on plays that no one really knows how he's getting hurt. I don't get it. So
I don't know.
It might be the last time he's in.
I think he got sacked and his head actually hit the ground. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
But
Case
Keenum always walks around looking like he already has a concussion, even when he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He's one of those guys that's just been hit too many times, kind of like butt fumble last year. You'd see him like looking around, you're like, that guy's been hit way too many times. Why is he even in the game?
Yeah. All right. Well, my kick in the balls award is going to Bruce Allen for not trading anyone before the trade deadline and for just continually ruining the team.
Yep.
All right, that's who mine's going to. And let's see, Michael Graff is giving his to Haskins because we had a chance until that. So it was a high interception there. I knew it was either an interception or a fumble.
Yeah.
So the interception, we had a chance before that. I thought that too. We had a chance, and then that was a bad.
Yeah, that's what rookie quarterbacks are going to do. Or throw interceptions.
I think it was high over Scary Terry, wasn't it?
It was because if I remember, because it was just like it was really high, and I mean he's tall.
Yeah.
So if it's high over him, it's high to everybody.
Anyway, yeah. So there's that. Is it really only 8:39? Why does it feel later?
Because we fell back an hour last night.
Oh snap! We did.
We did.
I don't even have to remember that because like everything does it automatically for you. And I'm just like, why does it feel? Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, all right. Anyone else giving kicks? It's funny how people in the peanut gallery are more apt to give kicks than game balls. It just shows the state of the team. State of the team.
State of the team.
All right, while they're giving their kicks, let's talk a little bit about the Nats celebration. I did not know this. You sent me a text that said they broke the trophy or something. What was the
Dude,
deal
did you
with that?
see a picture of the trophy? They put out a picture yesterday, Saturday morning, and like 3 of the flags were like bent, and 3 of the flags were just gone. And it was all just beat up.
Someone dropped the trophy.
And everything. Someone dropped the trophy.
So do they have
but
to get one
said in that
FedEx to
post-
him for the parade? A new one?
They
What
said in the
happened?
post that the trophy would be fine for the parade, so I'm sure that they replace. I mean,
They fixed it that day, or they have backup trophies.
they have
probably.
backup. They've got to have backup trophies because it was all shiny and all the flags were like straight and there.
They probably. Well, let's face it, dude. I mean, they probably make like 5 of these trophies and have one of them for like the celebrations and one of
Right.
them that goes in the home team's case or whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I'd want to put that one that did the night of partying in my case. That
The bent one and the broken one.
one with 3 flags missing, be like those flags was the Braves, psh, the Phillies, psh, and the Mets.
Maybe
We're
they
not-
broke those off on purpose.
it might have been. Dude,
Maybe
like,
they broke.
and with
maybe
like the Florida Marlins, they were just like, oh, we don't care about that.
Maybe they broke the teams that they dismissed in the playoffs. Off.
Ooh.
So they broke off the Dodgers, the Astros, the Cardinals, and the Brewers.
And the Brewers are like one of the bent flags.
And then they bent over the Braves, the Mets, and the Phillies.
But
And
not
they
the-
probably broke the Phillies off completely.
Thanks for helping us bring a world championship back to DC, by the way, Bryce. That was,
Yeah,
that was
thanks
very
a lot, dude. That was awesome. We want to bring a World Series championship back
People
to
I don't
DC.
even know, like people don't even watch baseball, were saying that to me at work. They were just like, people were tweeting about this Bryce Harper guy that left. And I'm like, oh yeah, how about that?
He helped us bring a World Championship back to DC.
Back to DC. Thanks a lot, dude.
But I tried to calculate it the other night, and he's getting something like, I want to say over $12,000 per at bat
Yeah. I mean,
for the next 10 years or whatever it is. So
he's going to make a lot of money. And you know who else is going to make a lot of money is Anthony Rendon.
hopefully for
And
us.
Steven Strasburg. Yep.
Hopefully for us.
Hopefully
So-
for us, for both of them.
Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
So did the MLB fine Soto for crotch grabbing? I doubt it, because everyone in MLB grabs their crotch like every time they can.
Because that's what happens when you have a cup. You can't help a guy from grabbing the crotch. Guys just have to grab the crotch when you're in the cup. It's an uncomfortable feeling.
It's an uncomfortable feeling.
Uncomfortable feeling.
Dude, I love when Soto like calls for an appeal on his own swing. Like, what's that all about? That's like, to me, when like the little league batters get in and put their hand out for like time for the umpire, but they do it the wrong way and put it to the pitcher.
And you're like, what are you doing?
I see that in like our girls softball leagues all the time, and I'm just like, you're supposed to call the time to the umpire, not to the pitcher. But whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah. So by the way, for this game that we're playing today, the Redskins, by the way.
yeah.
Keenan
Who are we
Yard
playing again?
yeah.
Josh. We're playing Josh Allen.
Buffalo and Josh Allen. Oh man.
I didn't tell him we were doing the podcast this morning. I should have. He probably
No,
could have
no.
done it. 'cause
No,
I think
no.
Amy's out of town.
Probably not. Case Keenum, Monte Nicholson, and Chris Thompson are not playing today. It is about that time that Chris Thompson gets hurt every year. So
Wait, Chris Thompson, Monte Nicholson, and who?
Case Keenum, of course.
Oh.
That was all the.
Oh.
That's not like that's not like the that's not like the active roster for today. But those guys will all be inactive. We already know that.
Dude, another thing I wanted to bring up. Did you see about Jeremy Sprinkle getting fined like $83,000?
Yeah, for like 2 hits.
What hits were they? Do you remember?
I don't remember either one of them.
They said he doesn't even get paid that much in 2 games.
Yeah, so he's appealed it because exactly for that reason. They're like they have it for people that don't make a lot of money. You can appeal it and just be like, I will lose more money than I will gain for than playing those games. I have to pay money out of my own pocket.
What did he do? Did he get penalized for them? Because if not,
He didn't
why
get
did he get
penalized for either one of them.
Yet we have these baby kitten hits on the quarterback that get penalties.
Yeah.
Like where someone like barely touches their helmet. I remember one of those.
And Jeremy Sprinkle, an offensive player, not a defensive player, an offensive player, got 2 hits without being penalized on either one of those hits. I don't understand that at all. I don't get it.
What's the word with Have we heard anything else about VD or
Concussion.
what about our other guy that never plays that we should have traded 3 years ago?
Jordan Reed.
Jordan
he's
Reed.
on IR.
Oh, he is? Okay.
He's done.
And I heard Darius Geis came back to practice last week.
Yeah, I've heard about that. So hopefully he'll be back soon.
He'll be eligible for the Jets game, they said, which is after the bye. We have a bye next week?
I think so.
Dude, so look at the bright side. We're not going to lose next week's game.
Yeah, we got Buffalo, then we have the bye, and then we have the Jets. Jets, Jets. Yeah, that's a game we might win.
Or we might want to lose it.
Oh, dude, Lorenzo Alexander, the one-man gang, still plays for Buffalo.
Oh, then that means he's going to have a huge game today. Watch.
He probably will. he's even though he's probably like 45 years old at this point. 45 years old, for all we know.
David Herzing in the chat room asks, is Geis any good? He did not look good for the one game he played. We don't know because, Haskins, he played one play in preseason 2 years ago, and then he played one game this year.
And that's it. That's all we know, really.
The sample size is too small, as statistics class would say.
It's kind of like yeah, exactly.
I think you need at least 20 games before you can tell.
You need, you need to give him at least a year, if not 20 games, just to kind of figure it out. Because even if you go for a whole year and you suck, like again, Troy Aikman, 1-15, the second year he probably wasn't all that good at the very beginning, but he started getting better. So,
yeah. So I don't know. We'll find out though. But I mean, I really am interested in seeing this Bryce Love dude once he gets better.
Yeah, if he gets better, who knows?
Anyway.
Who knows? Because we have a penchant for drafting players who are already injured.
Yeah.
Or who get injured, guys.
Bruce Allen just needs to go, dude. He just needs to
Everyone
go.
knows that. Everyone knows that. There's some. I mean, he must have like saved Dan Snyder's child or something from ravenous wolves or something like that. I mean, how else does he still have a job?
Yeah, I didn't hear Trent Williams' interview exactly, just reports from it. But apparently he doesn't have ill will towards Dan Snyder, just Bruce Allen.
I saw that because he was like, this organization has helped me out a lot because, I mean, don't forget that guy's been suspended numerous times because he couldn't stop smoking the tree.
Mm-hmm. And then Bruce Allen is apparently just a cod piece.
He is a cod piece.
Anyway. Do we want to say anything else, or do we want to go have some breakfast and get ready for this game? Yeah,
let's do it.
All right, dudes. Thanks for joining us. Breakfast with Harry Hog Football. We'll talk to you guys later. Hail to the Redskins. Congrats to the Nats.
Yeah.
World champions. Championship. Hopefully we get a victory today against the Bills. We'll see.
Yeah, check us out. HarryHogFootball.com, HARRY. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on everywhere you want us to be.
It's at Harry Hog. Send us some email. Aaron at HarryHogFootball.com, John at HarryHogFootball.com, or even Josh at HarryHogFootball.com and ask him where he is.
Oh, man.
Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins. And if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do. Joke on!